Anthony Davis, once lauded as one of NBA's most dominant forces, has faced scrutiny and criticism in recent times. The spotlight on his performance, injuries, and consistencies has raised a pertinent question: how bad is Anthony Davis? Really? Let's dissect this issue by analyzing his skill set, performance history, injury concerns, and the impact on the teams he's played for. Anthony Davis's journey from childhood dreams to NBA stardom encompasses a trajectory defined by relentless dedication. From a promising youth enamored with basketball, his high school years showcased burgeoning talent, propelling him to the top of the NBA draft. Along this path, Davis encountered challenges, including injuries and the pressure of meeting sky-high expectations. Yet, this perseverance and unwavering commitment to his NBA dreams have solidified his place among basketball's elite, establishing him as a force to be reckoned with on the court. Anthony Davis's injury history has been a recurring concern throughout his career, and recent hip issues have further intensified worries about his durability and long-term effectiveness on the court. The impact of injuries on his availability and performance has been a significant topic of discussion among fans, analysts, and team management. Throughout his career, Davis has battled various injuries ranging from niggling ailments to more severe setbacks that have sidelined him for extended periods. These injuries have affected his consistency, disrupted his team chemistry, and limited his ability to contribute consistently to his team's success. His recent hip issues add to the narrative of concerns regarding his physical health and ability to withstand the rigorous demands of an NBA season. Hip injuries, especially for a player with Davis's athleticism and reliance on explosive movements, can significantly impede his mobility, affect agility, and compromise performance on the court. Managing and preventing injuries is a complex challenge for athletes, especially in a high-intensity sport like basketball. It requires a comprehensive approach involving proper conditioning, rehabilitation, maintenance of physical fitness, and sometimes adjustments in playing styles or workload to minimize the risk of re-injury. Team medical staff, trainers, and coaches play a pivotal role in monitoring Davis's health, designing personalized training regimes, and implementing strategies to mitigate injury risks. Careful load management, rest periods, and proactive measures to address any signs of physical discomfort are essential components of maintaining his health and longevity in the league. Balancing the need to compete at the highest level while prioritizing player health is a delicate equilibrium, especially for a player with a history of injuries like Davis. It might require making strategic decisions, such as reducing player time during certain stretches of the season or altering training routines to prioritizing injury prevention. Anthony Davis's recent struggles on the court have been a topic of concern among fans and analysts alike, particularly highlighted by his underwhelming 9-point performance against the Kings. This game, in which Davis publicly took responsibility for his shortcomings, underscored a broader trend of inconsistency and diminished output from the usually dominant player. For someone of Davis's caliber and reputation, such low-scoring outings draw considerable attention. When a player of his stature underperforms, especially in critical games, it triggers discussions about the root cause behind the struggle. In Davis's case, it's not merely an isolated instance, but part of a pattern that's emerged in recent seasons. Acknowledging personal responsibility is commendable, showing accountability for one's performance. However, it also sheds light on the pressure and expectations Davis shoulders as a key player for the Lakers. His willingness to acknowledge his shortcomings demonstrates self-awareness, but also signals a need for improvement and consistency moving forward. Analyzing the specific game against the Kings can offer insights into the challenges Davis might be facing. Factors such as defensive schemes, matchup difficulties, personal struggles, or even lingering effects from the injuries can contribute to a player's subpar performance. While acknowledging his responsibility is crucial, it's equally important to contextualize such performances within the broader scope of a player's career and the team's dynamics. Anthony Davis's offensive game has indeed been characterized by a reliance on his interior scoring, particularly excelling in the paint while facing challenges with consistency in shooting beyond the mid-range. This tendency limits his offense versatility and possesses some constraints on his impact, especially in evolving NBA landscapes where perimeter shooting is increasingly valued. Davis's prowess in the paint is undeniable. His ability to finish around the rim, utilize post moves, and capitalize on his athleticism allows him to dominate inside. However, his struggles with perimeter shooting, especially from beyond the mid-range and the three-point line, hinder his offensive flexibility and make him somewhat predictable for defenders. In today's NBA, where big men with shooting range and floor spacing capabilities are highly coveted, Davis's limitation in this aspect creates challenges for the offensive schemes and spacing of his team. Defenses can adjust by clogging the paint, daring Davis to shoot from the outside and potentially limiting his effectiveness in certain matchups or game situations. The lack of a consistent outside shot affects Davis's ability to stretch the floor and opens opportunities for defenders to sag off him, providing more defense against his teammates or disrupting offensive flow. This limitation can be detrimental, especially in crucial moments or when facing teams that exploit defensive weaknesses efficiently. For Davis to elevate his offensive game and maximize his impact, developing a more reliable perimeter shot would be more immensely beneficial. Strengthening his mid-range and three-point shooting would not only diversify his offense arsenal, but also create spacing advantages, making him a more unpredictable and potent offensive threat. Improving shooting consistency often requires delicate practice, adjustment in shooting mechanics, and confidence building in game situations. Working with shooting coaches, studying game film, or refining his shooting technique during the off-season or even mid-season would potentially address this area of concern in Davis's game. Anthony Davis's defensive prowess has been a hallmark of his game throughout his career, earning him acclaim as one of NBA's elite defenders. However, concerns have surfaced regarding his defensive inconsistency, particularly in terms of effort and impact during certain stretches of the season. A formidable defense presence, his combination of size, athleticism, and basketball IQ enables him to excel in various defensive facets, including shot blocking, rim protection, perimeter defense, and overall defense versatility. Davis has the capability to anchor a defense, disrupt opponents, offensive schemes, and alter shots in the paint. However, the concerns arise when his defense efforts and impact wane, leading to inconsistencies in his performance on the end of the floor. Factors such as injuries, fluctuating team dynamics, or personal motivation might contribute to these lapses in defensive intensity. For a player of Davis's caliber and reputation, maintaining a high level of defensive engagement is crucial not only for his individual success, but also for the team's overall performance. His ability to anchor the defense often sets the tone for the team's defensive identity and impact their success on the court. Analyzing the reasons behind Davis's defensive inconsistencies could involve various factors. Injury concerns might affect his mobility or willingness to contest shots aggressively. Until then, the debate about the true intention of Anthony Davis's prowess will continue to spark discussions among fans, analysts, and the basketball aficionados alike. Thanks for joining this analysis of Anthony Davis. If you found this intriguing, drop a like, comment your thoughts, share, and subscribe for more. Stay tuned for the next deep dive. See you next time.